Well, the largest ever IPO that India will see is opening on next week. That is October 15th. Hyundai Motors is looking to raise close to 27,870 crore rupees from the markets. The price band set for this IPO is 1,865 to 1,960 rupees, and the company will be valued at close to 1.6 lakh crore rupees. Here, the parent company will be diluting its a stake, selling around 14.2 crore shares, that is close to 17.5% dilution from the promoter entity. Now, this is the biggest ever IPO that India will be seeing. It is the first IPO by an auto OEM in the last 2 decades, and this company derives nearly 76% of its revenue from India operations, while the remaining 24% comes from exports. Also, SUVs have been the mainstay for the last couple of years, and this company derives nearly 63% of its revenue from SUV sales in financial year 2024. Now, when you compare it with peers, if you look at the company's growth rate over FY21 to FY24, the company's revenue and EBITDA grew at a CAGR of nearly 14% and 21%. Now, this 14% revenue growth is largely in line with what the industry or its listed peers have grown. That is, M&M and Maruti have seen a growth rate of around 13 to 15 odd percent, but the EBITDA growth rate of this company of 21% is higher than that of M&M, but lower when compared to Maruti. Maruti's EBITDA CAGR over FY21 to 24 was close to 28 odd percent. Now, if you look at the company's market share, it stands at close to 14.6% in the passenger vehicle segment, which is again lower compared to Maruti, but around 400 basis points higher compared to what M&M's current market share is. Now, if you look at the valuations, the company is coming at a EV to EBITDA of around 17.5 times, which is again cheaper when compared to its both listed peers, that is M&M and Maruti. Also, when you compare with the FY26 P or FY24 P, valuations stand to be cheaper for Hyundai Motors at its upper end of the price band, that is 1,960. The FY26 P stands at close to 18.3%. This is assuming a 20% growth rate for Hyundai going forward, while the valuations of Maruti and M&M stand at anywhere between 22 to 23 times.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits, and then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.